Hi everybody! I hope that you're doing well, lovely, on this fabulous Friday. I was going to take you guys out in the yard, but it was just raining, and so I'm just going to wait a little while and maybe update you guys on the yard tour later. But today I wanted to be able to come and talk to y'all about herbal oils. So some people may be familiar with herbal infused oils, some may not, so I really wanted to be able to come on and just talk from a kind of beginner's perspective as to what they are and why you why you want to utilize them within your life. So I wanted to start with, so the way that you can make herbal oils, and I know that I've done a number of them. I've even made some oils infused in oil and strained in oil with calendula. That's on my YouTube, so I can, if anybody wants to have a calendula video to be able to make oils, just go ahead and put oils videos down below, and I'll give you a link to both of those, because I take you end to end on using calendula, one of my favorite herbs. We'll talk a little bit about her today, to be able to infuse an oil. And then once you've actually infused an herbal oil, then you can add beeswax and turn it into a beautiful salve to be able to take it with you. So the story of how I really learned to appreciate herbal oils and all that they can do is I was in herbalist school, and we actually went face to face. It was a number of years ago, to Ellen Zimmerman's home for the Austin School of Herbal Studies, and we sat in her backyard, and she had a creek that we would walk to and do drum circles sometimes. And so there was this one time, and bugs love me. So I already had, my yoga pants kind of tucked into my socks because mosquitoes just adore autumn. So I was trying to protect myself as much as possible, but little did I know that that would actually make chigger bites worse. So we spent probably about 20 minutes down by the creek, and I kid you not when I say that I got over 100 chigger bites being down there. So I was itching like I had the chicken pox, and it was just driving me crazy. So what I was able to utilize was a custom itch salve. And what you can do is you actually take different herbs and then you infuse them in oil. So you fill the mason jar about right here, fill the rest with oil. A lot of times I'll use simple olive oil, but grapeseed oil, sunflower, almond are all wonderful for the skin and being able to absorb in pretty readily. So what you do is when you infuse the herbs in the oil, then those medicinal properties get transferred to the oil because these constituents are being pulled out via the oil itself. So for example, with one of my favorite skin herbs, calendula, it is little yellow and orange flowers. They're emollient, they're anti-inflammatory, and they have super healing properties in the fact that they're vulnerary. So vulnerary, vulnerary. So they heal wounds. So this is one of the herbalist terms that you may see if you're doing research on herbs. And vulnerary means that it enhances cell proliferation. So it's going to help cells divide, it's going to help new cells be able to be regenerated and help the healing process speed a lot faster. I told you guys a couple weeks ago I cut my foot really bad, and so I used some calendula tea and then a comfrey salve to be able to help heal over 2 or 3 days actually to seal the wound, and it was a pretty deep one. So I utilize herbs externally a lot for the skin, right? To be able to burns, bites, scrapes, and things like that. So what we did in my Sage Advice Home Herbal Apothecary membership, we actually, on the 10th, we did a Sage Saturday. And so we went through infusing oils, we went end to end in making oils and straining oils, and then we actually took the oil, used a double boiler, added beeswax and a little bit of vitamin E, and then you can make yourself a salve. So the reason that salves are very handy is because you can kind of take this medicine wherever. I mean, if it's hot in the middle of the summertime in Texas, yeah, they might melt, honey. Okay, so you want to put in a little more beeswax in that case. However, they're wonderful to be able, salves with the beeswax in there allow it to sit on the skin a little bit longer. Salves are really great for tattoo healing too. So what we did is we infused a lot of herbs such as lavender and plantain in the oil to be able to help with itching. And then you can even add lavender essential oil at the end when you're making your oil, bottling it, or when you're making your salve too. So there's a multitude of ways to be able to use the whole herb and extract with the oil, also to be able to add essential oils. So I just wanted to come in and talk just for a couple of minutes about my love of the oils and how the anti-itch salve that I had at the time time, it really helped be able to speed those up in a matter of days, because I've been bitten by chiggers before and didn't have the salve, and so it sped it up a lot faster, the healing process. And so now every time that I'll show you guys some soon that really are all dug out and used, because I just love salves. They're really beautiful to be able to, you could put calendula and chaparral for radio protection if somebody is having radiation therapy. You can do things for itching, for healing, for psoriasis, for eczema, for boils. There's different herbs to draw things out of the skin. So it's just something really nice to be able to have something that you made. You know exactly what goes into the ingredients. It's going to be safe for your family. No petroleum or anything like that that's going to be recalled that may cause future issues, right? Because we want to be as holistic, as healthy as possible, and be able to make remedies at home and heal at home as much as we can, especially in today's day and age. So just wanted to come in. And so if you're joining a little bit late, we have been talking about making an itch oil, making an itch salve, and actually infusing the herbs into the oils. So let me know if you want to see about how to infuse the oils. Just put, you can put herbal infusion video down below, or calendula video, calendula. Is the herb that I've kind of gone end to end with on my YouTube. So I've done it on Facebook, but now they're all housed on my YouTube, and so you can see all of my teaching videos there and access them there. I'd love for you to subscribe if you haven't been over to my YouTube yet. We're pretty close to about 500 members, so excited about that, or subscribers. So other than that, I hope you're having a great day. Let me know that you are here. Let me know where you're watching from, and let me know if you've used herbal oils before, if you've ever been able to help heal yourself. And the other one that I love that we can talk about sometime as well is comfrey. So comfrey will actually, if you've got a pesky wound on the end of your finger and it will not close up, comfrey will have it close almost overnight. It's a really, really amazing and strong cell proliferator and vulnerary. So some really cool stuff. So let me know if you enjoyed this video. If you want to see kind of more like this about herbs, health, and healing, I am starting on my autumnsharvest.tv page. I am starting a weekly show, and that is going to be Wednesdays at 2 o'clock. So I'd love to have you go and turn on your notifications either here as well as there, to be able to know when we're going live and when we're going to be talking about awesome holistic herbs, health and healing, self-care, natural self-care, and different things like that. So I invite you, since it's Friday, to take some time for yourself. Put your oxygen mask on first this weekend and be able to do a little something for self-care, whether that's a cup of tea, sitting outside and watching, getting goosebumps, sitting outside and watching the leaves, maybe a little bit of journaling. I encourage you to do a little bit of something for yourself this weekend, because you deserve it. You're awesome. All right. So let's see what kind of, a little bit of connectivity issue here again. So let me see who's watching. So Bonnie, Rachel, Beth, Becky, I will sure send you the videos, my darling. And then you got into poison ivy the other day. So what's the herbal remedy for that? So I believe if I'm, yeah. There's not like directly one that I would say for poison ivy. However, what I absolutely would utilize would be some of these itchy herbs that help. One of the best ones is lavender. So lavender essential oil can be put in just a little bit of olive oil, and then be able to use that olive oil as a carrier oil to use the lavender essential oil. Lavender essential oil can also be put on undiluted, so that it's going to absolutely help with the itching as well. One of the things that I found when I had poison ivy, it was either at CVS or and I know I don't usually buy over-the-counter things. However, when's poison ivy, honey? Okay, so I went to, it was either CVS or Walgreens, and they had a little white tube, and they had an ingredient in there that actually pulled a lot of that itching out, and it is something that has worked really, really well for poison ivy specifically. However, lavender, chickweed, plantain, calendula, and chamomile, because they're anti-inflammatory, right? They're going to help. They're both vulnerary to help with the cell proliferation and healing. Comfrey would be good as well. So there's a lot of different ones that you could consider. If anybody is interested in picking up a little bit of the itch oil, I can bottle that up. Or if you're interested, I have 1/2 ounce as well as 1 as well as 1 ounce of the itch salve too. I just haven't put it online. I didn't know if anybody was interested in it. So, but yeah, that was a lot of fun to make. We made it with my home herbal apothecary, becoming an herbalist kind of membership group. There's about 30 women in there right now. And so it was a lot of fun being able to go end to end and making those medicines. Hey, Natasha, good to see you. And Becky, you are so welcome. Absolutely. Looks like Felicia's here too. Felicia, don't worry, honey, it'll replay. And we were just talking about how we were making the itch salve during Sage Saturday. So you and Felicia and Rachel, you guys can both watch it since you're both members of Sage Advice. And I hope that I see y'all's salve pretty soon that you make. I'm really excited to see everybody's medicine that they're making. So, and if you are interested in learning a little bit more about herbs, let me know. If you like the way that I teach, I can send you the link to my home apothecary membership. It is a year-long course to really be able to end-to-end be able to become an herbalist and feel secure with which safe herbs you are utilizing for your family, friends, and even your clients. So, all right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and let you go. I am just rambling on and on and on. I'm glad that this was helpful for everybody. Let me know if you are watching let me know if you're watching the replay, and let me know if you want to see end-to-end videos. I can send you 2 videos that I have of infusing calendula oil and straining calendula oil. And I talk about in those videos how freaking awesome she is. I think I even have 3 or 4 videos on my YouTube about it. So you can even just type YouTube down below. I'll just give you the link, honey. And you can go ahead and explore different cramp bark, things for menopause, things for allergies. And so I talk about nettles, lemon balm. I've talked about Vitex and cramp bark. And just so many things over on my YouTube. So I do it first here on Facebook, and then I repurpose it on YouTube. However, you can go back and see it all there as well. So I can definitely share that. Hey, Kelly, good to see you. I know I've been meaning to reach out to you, honey, and see how the teas are going for you. So I'm glad that this was helpful. And then also, I just went live a few minutes ago at 2 o'clock. I try to hit it most Fridays in my women's group, and we actually talked about Vitex berries and balancing hormones and being able to help with menstrual cramps, PMS, endometriosis, and things like that. So let me know if you want to. If you're not a member of my women's group, just go ahead and type sisterhood down below, my women's holistic gut health and immune body sisterhood. It used to be immune, but now we talk about the whole body. So we talked about Vitex berries today, and then next week we're actually going to take the Vitex berries and we will make a tincture and strain a tincture. So it'll be a whole lot of fun. But yeah, so a whole lot of good stuff. If you're just joining in the end, make sure to go back and rewatch, because we talked about making itch salve with herbal infused oil. Making the itch oil and then making the salve with it afterwards. I just love salve to be able to heal wounds and cell proliferation. So awesome. Anybody joining just right now, go back and watch. Let me know that you were here, and love and light to everybody. Make sure to take care of yourself this weekend and put your oxygen mask on first, because you are awesome, and do something for you. I would love for you to let me know what you do have planned to be able to do for you. And even if I encouraged you to do so, let me know down below. All right, guys, give me those emoticons. I love you. Bye, guys. Love and light. Take care.